trees are the longest living organisms on Earth and never die of old age, and yet about 15 billion have died just last year because of deforestation. This shows just how serious this problem is and how little action is being taken to solve it.
Okay. Thomas Alva Edison was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio. Most known for his invention of the modern light bulb, Edison was a visionary in the field of science and invention. Despite his very serious ear issues and everyone doubting him, Thomas Edison was able to shock the world and overcome them all. Our group strives to be like Thomas Edison in that we want to shock everyone and do the impossible when no one thinks we can.
Our invention is something we've aptly named the tree planting robot. The idea of the invention is to create a way to plant lots of trees without having to use too much intense human labor. We want to better the environment as a whole, and we combine that hope with our collective passion for engineering to create this invention.
One of the main parts of our invention is something we call the tree bomb. The tree bomb is actually very simple. It is a seed wrapped in biodegradable paper, which is then sprayed with a non-toxic animal repellent. When the tree bomb drops, the paper will slowly free the seed, leaving just the seed for the tree to grow. The robot is built from a cheap chassis bought from Amazon and is based around an Arduino Uno, which was provided. The Arduino Uno is connected to the PlayStation 2 controller, receiver, and motor drivers. The PS2 controller and receiver were hacked to give us a cheap 2.4 GHz radio and receiver for under $15. These systems all work together to receive signals from the PS2 controller and then comprehend the signals via the Arduino, and then comprehend the signals given from the PS2 controller and send the signal to the motor controllers to control one or more of the four motors. The dispenser of the tree bombs is designed to hold multiple in a PVC pipe and then have a two-stage dropper mechanism to release the bombs onto the soil beneath. The robot then drives forward and repeats the process over again, planting trees. Improvements to the robot could be including the robot to be on an autonomous course that can be set without human intervention. Also, other improvements to the robot could be sensors to avoid obstacles and even possibly LiDAR, all to help the robot avoid obstacles. Another addition could be a way to refill the tree bombs once the robot has dispensed all the bombs in the PVC pipe. A solution could be a docking station for the robot to refill. Another way to combat this issue is to add a reducer from a large size diameter pipe into the 1.5-inch PVC pipe, thus holding more tree bombs. All of this can be done without much further effort and cost to improve the robot overall. As we just said, one of the improvements we would want to make would be to make it so that the robot can go on an autonomous course by itself. And a way we would be able to do that is that having a human could take a picture of flatland and draw a map that it would want to follow, and there would be some sort of software so that the robot would follow that map, and it could plant trees all throughout that flatland. Having a way for the robot to charge and refill tree bombs autonomously would also be very helpful in how useful the robot is overall. The robot being able to go somewhere and refill bombs and charge, then go straight back to work would be more efficient compared to having a human do this. It would be something like when a Roomba goes into the docking station. It would be something like that. How can the invention of the tree planting robot make the world a better place?
I don't know, how can it?
I'm getting to that. This can make the world a better place because if we mass produce the invention, it can be used in various different charity organizations to better the environment. It also creates a way to plant trees quicker, faster, and cooler, if you ask me, than using intense, hard human labor.
Why is the tree planting robot important? The tree planting robot is so important because we need to find a way to better the environment, and the best way to do this is by planting more trees. By finding a more efficient way to plant trees, we can plant more in shorter amounts of time. The only way to plant trees right now, and the fastest way, is to use raw human labor. We want to change that. We want people to be able to plant 10 trees with just the click of a button.
So while we are very proud of the tree planting robot as it is right now, I mean, it is what it's supposed to be at this intended point in time, It's also something that we want to improve over time. We don't feel as though after we've completed an initial goal that all our goals should plateau from there. No, the tree planting robot is something that can improve over time and that we can get better by creating updates. And with the autonomous tracking and the docking stations, there's a lot that we can add to the tree planting robot to make it better. So while we are very proud of what we have right now, there's still a lot to come.